All right, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And we have another Versus here for you. HP is coming out a little bit from left field with their new Slate 7 tablet. It is a 7-inch tablet, so they're going into that market. And of course, the logical Versus here would be with Google's own Nexus 7. It's Google's baby. It's their number one. It's one of their best-selling devices ever, and it really is still one of the most popular devices out in the 7-inch market. However, HP is looking to make some waves with a few extra features inside of their tablet that they're hoping to compete with the Nexus 7. You can see a couple of them right here on the back already. You have Beats Audio. So if any of you have ever used Beats Audio on any other devices like HP or HTC phones or anything like that, you'll know what to expect there. A lot more clarity, a lot fuller bass, a lot richer midtones and high range in the audio there. So if you're a music listener, then this might be a pretty good device for you. Also, however, one of the big differences here is, as you can see, it's just a flat back on the Nexus 7. However, on the Slate 7 by HP, you have the 3-megapixel camera on the back. A 10-inch tablet rather, a 10-inch tablet may not be the most ideal device to take a picture with, but at 7 inches, it's a little bit more acceptable. So a 3-megapixel camera on the back might prove quite useful to some of you. On the other hand, you have VGA camera on the front. Whereas on the Nexus 7, you have the camera over here as well. So one of the other aspects that makes the Slate 7 different from the Nexus 7 is the fact that it will be priced a little bit cheaper. At $169, you're looking at 8 gigabytes inside of the Slate 7, whereas the $199 on the Nexus 7 will get you 8 as well. So you're kind of looking at two different worlds here. It looks like, let's look real quick, it looks like we're running the version 4.1.1 for Android on the Slate 7. However, on the Nexus 7, of course, we are about as updated as we can get. I haven't updated to 4.2.2, but you see it's 4.2 Jelly Bean on the Nexus 7. So you're looking at two different worlds there. One other thing that I'll notice here is that the build quality is pretty good on the Slate 7. You have what kind of looks like a metal lining around the sides. The bezel, however, on the front seems to be a little bit wider on the sides of the Slate 7. It seems to be just a little bit thinner over on the Nexus 7. So the display, while they are 7 inches, you will have a little bit less real estate on the Slate 7 by HP over here. One of the important differences between these two tablets, however, is the performance. You're looking at the very popular Tegra 3 processor by NVIDIA inside of the Nexus 7, which has a lot of performance. However, there is a dual-core Cortex A9 inside of the Slate 7, giving it a little bit of quite a disadvantage, rather, in terms of performance when compared to the Nexus 7. Also, there's another disadvantage inside of the Slate 7 when you have a 1024 by 600 display. However, the Nexus 7 takes full advantage of its screen by having a 1280 by 800 display. So as far as the actual resolutions of the displays on both of these tablets, you are getting a bit of a disadvantage with the Slate 7. That being said, however, it is a lesser priced tablet, so you can decide for yourself whether you want the slightly more premium Nexus 7, which has been very, very popular, and we're going to see just how popular the Slate 7 is at its $169 price point, $30 less than the Nexus 7. So, thank you very much, everybody. It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority at MWC in Barcelona, Spain.